Okay, let's go. All right, so today I'm going to talk to you about 5 ways, 5 tips that I'm seeing people build thriving businesses today, okay? So first of all, you know me, I've already been on the stage. So why am I qualified to talk about this? So I've spent time with some of the biggest creators in the world. And when I'm with them, I always ask them the question, like, how do you build a business? What are your biggest challenges? And many of the creators I meet say the same thing. The first thing they say, social media is not your community anymore. Like we talked about, the algorithms make it hard to reach your audience regularly. And the second thing they say is that selling products online is getting harder. Why? Well, 3, 4, 5 years ago, when it was the pandemic, we were all sitting at home and we were desperate to buy products online. But now there is more competition. People are going out. It's not as easy, okay? So the question is, what the hell do we do now, okay? And that is really what I want to talk to you about. So the first thing we've already spoken about is the importance of owning your audience, right? Why? Because when you own your audience, it means the algorithm cannot stop you reaching them, okay? What does own mean? Email, phone number, LinkedIn, location, just anything that gives you the information you need to reach them. The second thing is, how do you own your audience? You can use lead magnets. We talked about this before. Collect the data through lead magnets, products, and also from events. These are some of the best ways to own your audience. When you own your audience, what do you do next? Okay? Engage and monetize. All right, that's what I'm going to focus on with you right now. How do you engage and make money at the same time? All right, that's the question people ask. So I'm going to give you these 5 tips because there is a way to do both. You don't have to separate them. Okay? These are the 5 advice that I'll give you. Number 1, don't just offer education, offer results. No solo ofrezcas educación, ofrece resultados. I'm practicing. Okay. What does that mean? In the past, when you make a product, you record lots of videos. But here is the truth. Today, you can go on YouTube and get these videos for free. There is nothing that you cannot find on YouTube and learn, right? This is the competition. It is not everyone else here. It's YouTube. So what you need to do, and this is why we built challenges, because we said it has to be more than videos, right? So I just want to show you what is the type of things people are doing. So the first way to build a product like a challenge is you focus on building habits. Building habits. What does this mean? Wake up early every morning at 5 a.m. This is a habit. Be an early riser, right? Exercise every day. This is a habit, right? Building habits is one of the best ways to monetize an experience. The second one, and this is actually quite new, but I'm seeing more and more creators do this, build a product that is a competition. For example, right? This competition is the person who can do the most push-ups. This is a competition of the person who can save the most money, right? Competitions are an amazing way to engage with a prize because you don't have to create much content. It's about doing, right? It's about doing, and you see real community from it, okay? So why are they so good? Why are challenges on Nazeo so good? Well, number 1, engagement. So in the platform, we allow people to share their results, like each other's results, comment, right? Engagement. If you want money and engagement, you need to engage people. The second thing, if this works, yes, submissions. Get people to submit something, right? Track what they do. This is how in Nazeo, you can get every single person to submit what they did every day, their habit or their competition. The third is leaderboard, gamification. You must build gamification in what you do, right? And we have a leaderboard as well. The fourth is offer prizes. Pick a winner, right? Make it fun. This is really important for engagement, and we do this often. And number 5, and here I wanted to give you this as some benefit. I wrote down 10 ideas of challenges you can run and 10 ideas of competitions you can run. You can take a photo, because a lot of people ask me, what do I do? What do I start? So these are just some ideas to get you started. Okay. Number 2 tip, build a user journey through your products. Don't just sell one thing. Why? Because you don't want to do a transaction, you want a relationship. Okay? So here's an example, right? You want to build a relationship inside the product. So here's an example. Many people raise your hand if you run a webinar, right? Okay, instead of running a webinar, I would run a 2-day event with a journey inside. Okay, so this is how people do it. So they would have, I've seen someone run it, they run it in a challenge. So day 1, here you can see, they have an event, they have video, they have instructions. This is what you do. And they have submissions, right? And they do each day. And then what they do is they add an upsell inside the product. A one-click upsell. So on the end of the event, they say, this is your next step. And what's great about it, you can see here, it actually comes up inside the product. You don't need to do something separate. You don't need to email them, and it's one click. So add an upsell inside. You can also email, and this is what we do in Nazeo, it's a special feature. You can add your product in an email and track everyone who buys it. This is another way to continue the journey. You like what you did? This is the next step, right? And this is very powerful. So here are 5 tips that you should offer as an upsell. One-on-one sessions, events, courses, digital product, and membership. Offer this as the next stage. The next thing, go deep with your most loyal users. But the question is, okay, how the hell do I find my most loyal users? Right? Why do you do that? Because the most loyal users pay the most money. Okay, but how do you find them? Well, actually, in Nazeo, we have this feature called lifetime value. In the member portal, you can click and see who has spent the most money in your community. And then you can actually see everything they did, every event they attended, every product they bought, right? This lifetime value. And then what I do, and I recommend, is you just find the people who do the most things in your community and you build a product for them, right? I'll show you. So you'll say, okay, there are 10 people who really spend a lot of money in my community. Let me offer a premium experience just for them. You can do this all inside Nazeo. Now, number 4, run in-person events. We talk about digital, but you have to bring it to life. What are the in-person events you can do? Right? Events is all about connection. So it's like going wide on digital online, going deep in person. Events like this, okay? And how do you do it? Offline events, great meetups, summits. This is like a summit. You can do all these type of events. All right? Now, what's really important, this is what we build. It's like when you do an event, you just don't want people to register. You want to know who shows up. So our event feature allows you to check people in. Everyone who came here was checked in, so we know who came and who didn't show up. We have ticketing. You can have a QR code for your event. This is all for free, right? Built-in ticketing, and you can do this as Nisara yesterday in New York. He's scanning people in. So if you ever want someone to do your event, you ask Nisara, he'll do it for you. But you just scan people in with a QR code, and that's it, right? That's how you use your event. Number 5, this is the last one. Don't just create your own content. This is really important. Use your network, okay? What does this mean? It means that you can use experts to build products. This was an example Alan talked earlier, but with the Martha's Menopause movement, they got 9 experts in 9 days to teach. It was the network, right? This person here, she gets people to offer one-on-one sessions. It's a finance community. They get lawyers, accountants. These are experts that they're offering products or even digital products as well. So use experts so you can be the network. You be the network and find the experts to offer products. And then, of course, Your networks are also your users. If you're not doing affiliates, I highly recommend you can do that inside Nas.io. So these are the ways you leverage your network. So when you use your network, your community is not one product. It's a marketplace. Your community is not one product. And this is the biggest takeaway that I want you to think about. In the future, it is not about selling one course. It is not about selling one product. It's about building a business with many different products. With AI, it's just going to become easier and easier to create products. So we need to find a way of building that connection. And that's what Nas.io is all about. So it's about building your community business. All right, and I think everyone here, right, is thinking about that, right? So this is why in Nas.io, very quickly, everything you can do in 2 clicks. Create an event. I created Nas.io Nights, right? You can just literally put in your details, explain your URL, right? Your location. It's an integration with Google, so it puts a map. This is the location today, right? You can put a price, and in a second it'll show you, and then that's it, right? You are ready to start your first product. I think I'm just putting my host here. I did this earlier. And you can put a WhatsApp group. And then if you think about that, this is about 60 seconds. Let's see. Your event is created. That's it. That's how simple it is to start a community on Nas.io, start a product. So you can run events. You can run challenges. You can run products. This is all in one place. And you also have like your event page, your landing pages, all automatically built in. The best part about Nas.io while this is going on, and I think I just want to add this, is that we allow you to pass on the fee to your members. What does that mean? Instead of paying 5%, we charge 5%. Instead of paying 5% from every transaction, you can have your audience pay the 5%. $10, your ticket, $10.50. We see thousands of people do this, and it means they pay $0 for their product. So this is what we're building with Nas.io. We have everything you need: challenges, products, events, courses, one-on-one sessions, and this is all inside. What I would say, my main message to you as I close is this. Think about the 5 things I told you: engagement and money, and think about building a selection of products, not just one. I'll leave you on that. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you later.